The photographs on this part of our website are just a few of the many images stored in our archives of glass negatives, collectively known as the Winter Collection. This archive of negatives represents a unique record of people, places and events relating to Derby since Winters was established in 1867. Of the many studios established in Derby in the early years of photography, only W. Winter has survived. William Walter Winter was born in Great Yarmouth in May 1842, the son of a Norfolk artist. It was his father who first introduced him to photography. After an education at the Redenhall Academy, he arrived in Derby in about 1862. By 1857, Monsieur Emmanuel Nicholas Charles had founded a photographic business on the north side of Midland Road. When Winter arrived in Derby, he quickly found employment as an assistant to Charles. In 1864, Charles died, leaving his widow Sarah to carry on the business. She subsequently married Winter, and in 1867 Winter relocated the business on the other side of Midland Road in a new purpose-built photographic studio, renaming the business after himself. These are the same premises that are used today. The studio, designed by H.I. Stevens, is now listed in order to preserve its architectural qualities. It was built with a row of large windows which were needed to provide the studio with natural daylight and were north-facing to protect it from direct sunlight. At the time, this was the only form of light available for studio photography. The building also serves to remind us of the contribution that Winters has made to the social and technological history of Derby. Winter himself became an institution in the town, treating photography as more than just a trade. As the winner of many medals, he had a well-earned reputation as a specialist in portraiture, and his photographs, described as having an exquisite softness, delicacy and beauty, were exhibited all around the world. However, it was a photograph of an old blind beggar which won the widest acclaim, and this image is still on display at the studio to this day. In the mid-1880s, there was a disastrous fire at the studio, and Winter took this opportunity to remodel and enlarge the building considerably. He added another studio for portraiture, as well as artists' rooms and a retouching room. Other rooms were used as galleries, where photographs, paintings and other objets d'art were exhibited. At the time, those galleries were pronounced the largest and most complete of their character in the United Kingdom. In November 1896, William Henry King joined the business as a photographic assistant, operator and retoucher. As one of the pioneers in the use of flashlight photography, Winter gave a lecture at the Municipal Technical College in March 1900 on portraiture by flashlight, and amazed his audience when his assistant W. H. King took a photograph using flash powder. Winter must also be considered a pioneer in the use of electric lighting, and his electric lighting studio was one of the first of its kind. As Winter's reputation spread, he was patronised by many dignitaries, including the Duke and Duchess of Devonshire and Major General Baden-Powell. He also became by royal appointment to His Majesty King Edward VII. In August 1910, William Henry King and Henry Bernard Shepherd formed a partnership and bought the business from Winter for the sum of £2,000. Winter subsequently emigrated to Canada, and the business has been owned and run by the King family ever since. W. Winter's long history is a tribute to its continuing standards of quality photography and service. Still involved in both social and commercial photography, the business of today is a unique mix of the old and the new. Building on traditional methods and experience, it has successfully adopted the innovations of the 21st century. The Winters of today is fully digital and continues to excel in image production and enhancement.